Hi, welcome to the small shed. This Saturday I'm finishing off the birthday preparations for grandson Henry. See you in a minute. Now, I've just got back from Henry's third birthday party, full of cold as usual, so whenever we visit them they seem to give us some sort of lurgy. But I just thought I'd run through how we did the large cutout figures that we did to liven up the hall and brighten it up a bit. It's all Toy Story based, and we did some cutout figures for him. Just show you now how I made them.
Figures, I'm going to do I think 3. Little alien, there's Buzz Lightyear himself, and there's Sheriff Woody, who's the other main character. So I'll probably do those onto card, cut them out to shape, and then just loosely colour them in with spray or something, I'm not sure which yet. To actually make them stand up, I've scrounged some tubes from the scrap store that were in the scrap bin that have cost pence. They will work, I hope, along with some plastic, let's find them, feet that are bobbin ends for something. There's been a cardboard tube that slid on that. With a bit of filing and sorting I can make those stand on there, and that will give me a base for the figure to be attached, and that should give it a reasonable chance of staying upright. Again, I might need to fix that down to something, piece of thick card or something. So that's the job for the day. What I'm doing now is putting a grid onto these figures so that I can scale them up to the right size. I'm sure there are ways of sorting it out on the computer and printing it out in pieces, but it's not something I'm in the position to do at the moment. So what I've done is I've basically put a 20mm grid on these, and each 20mm then will be scaled up 5 times so that it's 100mm on the actual cardboard. So I'll now put a 100mm grid onto here and then just copy the various bits and pieces on. And there's one that I've already started here. To see at the moment, but it's just penciled out there. What I've done now is to just go over the lines in permanent marker. What I suspect will happen is when I come to paint anything on top of that now, that should bleed through to give me a line that I can work to with a final black line on top afterwards.
Next thing, once that was all lined out, I popped into the local town, picked up a set of about 20 different acrylic paints in tubes, only cost a few pounds. Easy stuff to use, it covers well, and I've got pretty much all the colours that I needed with very little mixing involved, and it dries relatively quickly, and as hoped I could get the lines showing through, the black lines, to be able to work within. It was like painting by numbers. Then I got one of my little rigger brushes that will allow you to draw quite a straight line without too much difficulty. They're what the sign makers and sign writers used to use before they got their CNC machines. I just got some lines marked on in pencil, and that enabled me to work to those for all the detail work. If it's the under base coat is dry, it's water resistant, so it does mean if you make any mistake, it's easy enough with a damp tissue, just correct it and clean it up. And then it was a matter of cutting it out. I wasn't quite sure until fairly late on whether I wanted to leave it as a full panel or just cut the figure out.
Now I've cut all the shapes out. I've got these plastic pipes and bases that I got from the recycling exchange that clip together. That's at the moment all I'm proposing to use to support them. I don't think they'll need any more than that. And that tape will just locate the pipes. And that means I can then get the things out the shed, because it's becoming difficult to even move in here again at the moment. That in itself now should be enough just to hold the characters upright.
The figures were all then loaded into the car along with the number blocks, letter blocks, and taken down to Weston-super-Mare for ready for his birthday. That was on the Thursday, and we set them up in the house so that when he came home to open his presents after nursery, he got those to greet him when he walked in through the door, which was a bit of a surprise. And then we took them over the next day to Nailsea, to the hall there. There's a community hall, beautiful place. It's a converted barn where there was an arrangement made for, I think it was 16 pedal cars as part of a party package delivered, and they come along with traffic lights, traffic cones. They've even got a speed camera, cars, dressing up outfits for the children, for firemen and policemen and all sorts of things like that. They've got a small garage and petrol pump, and these cars are all beautiful vintage sort of style, but they all look brand new actually, and it gave a fantastic party for the kids. If you've got a chance and you need anything down in the southwest of England, look up dinkeydrivers.co.uk. They've got a fantastic service, and they do all sorts of other things like road safety for schools, and they'll take them to weddings for the children to play with and things like that. After that, absolute carnage descended as all the children arrived, got themselves loaded up with sugar, and just hit the ground running. Well, that's enough of birthdays. That's 2 or 3 videos covering birthdays. Hopefully next week we'll be doing something a little bit more constructive, and I look forward to seeing you then. See you, bye.